Welcome to HouseSmarts. I'm Lou Manfredini. You know, it's not just big renovations that can make a difference when it comes to curb appeal. Some small tweaks and an eye for the detail can really make a difference, especially if you're getting ready to sell. Come with me. Professional stagers think about curb appeal all the time. Chris DeBoo is a member of the International Association of Home Staging Professionals.
Curb appeal is so important in today's market. It's giving that great first impression for a potential buyer. There's a lot of competition out there, so when a homeowner or home buyer is driving up and looking at potentially 10, 12 houses in a day, when they get out of that car, they're starting to form some very important opinions about your house. Frankly, if I was going to put my own home on the market, I would have someone else come in and look at my house, because when you're living in your house, you're too close to it. So a lot of times you just don't see the things that could help get your house ready for sale. What a home stager does is come in and gives that fresh look. Some of the common areas that I see as we're approaching a house are, first, trim all the bushes, cut the grass, weed, check those flower beds, paint the front door, make sure that front doorbell works, that the lights work, check your numbers on your address sign, make sure they're shiny. It really is about delivering a great first impression.
Nora Flaherty is the owner of From Stage to Sell. She and her team are getting this home ready for the market. Now, you're like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs here. Is this the typical amount of people you have on a job when you're staging a home?
If a project needs 2 to 15 people, we have the resources.
So you really focus on the little things when it comes to staging the outside of the home. Why is that, and what did you do here?
It's all in the details. Edging, mulching, pulling of the weeds. Later on, we'll be seal coating the driveway. There's still things that need to be done to get the house just in showing condition. Some of the most important things, the use of color through some of the flowers. Planting the flowers by the front door is a great way to draw the eye and draw a person up to the front door. We walk the perimeter of their house, all 4 sides, front, back, side to side. We need to look at what the buyers are going to look at. If there's something that we miss, that may be just the thing that causes the house not to sell. We want this to be the house that the buyer picks to choose to come see, rather than another house in the multiple listing service.
So, you know, the ultimate goal with all this home staging is to get them to come to the front door, walk right down the sidewalk, look at the beautiful flowers, the nice welcome mat, but that front door needs to look good as well. So they've fixed the trim, they've painted it, they painted the trim around the perimeter of it, and made sure that that handle is nice and tight. So if a prospective buyer shows up, they just might say, hey, this is the house.
When it came to selling my home, I didn't even know where to start, especially outside. I don't have any outdoor skills for cleaning or doing anything, so I called Nora and she took care of everything for me. I definitely think this will really sell the house. This is the best it's ever looked since I've owned it. This looks wonderful when you walk up to it, so I think they did a really good job.
Nora, as we were driving up, I noticed that this is one of the very few houses in this neighborhood that has a 3-car garage. So you really had to focus on this look, didn't you?
Absolutely. Because it's such a positive feature, we wanted to play it up by taking care of all the details on the garage also. You notice the plastic was removed from over the glass area.
Yeah.
A little fussy, and it was kind of yellowed, so the best solution was just to remove it.
Right, and it looks nice and clean and simple. You did a little painting up top, right?
Yeah, the FIPON was going off a little bit, so that was painted just to clean that up.
And you're going to address the driveway as well?
Absolutely. We don't leave any detail untaken care of.
And then when you're all done, kind of staging it all, that's the picture that ends up on the multiple listing.
That's the first impression the buyers are going to see, yes.
Yeah, thanks for all your help.
Thank you.
We'll have some more advice on how you can improve your curb appeal coming up later on in the show. But all this hard work for this home means it's ready for sale. You just have to stick a sign in the front lawn. We'll now take a look at this green piece.